Now help us understand some of these neighborhoods, because you mentioned the neighborhood in Palm Springs.
That's Gateway Crips.
Can you tell us, can you give us a little geography of what sets exist out here and what cities they're in?
The sets that exist out here, the main sets that you're gonna bump into is really gonna be us, Sex Cash Mafia. You're gonna run into the Edgemonts. You know what I'm saying? It's a blood hood. That's Savage Life, Dana Lane Bloods. It's a little crip hood out here called Wild Flags. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of like other little smaller gangs that f with either us or them in between here.
Okay, and then what about when you go over to Riverside and San Bernardino?
Riverside and San Bernardino got way, like Riverside as far as black gangs, you probably gonna really, Casablanca, 1200 block Georgia Street. It used to be like a faux trade. I don't know if it's a faux trade still. Rubidoux Projects, so the dead homies, the homies from Rubidoux Projects, PJs, they big, you know what I'm saying? San Bernardino, oh my God, they got a handful. But as far as like the gangs that I know of, myself personally, it's gonna be the 5th Streets, the Delmans, the California Gardens, PJs, Lil Zions. Then you got like the No Loves, you got the No Cuts, you got PPHGs. Like they got like a real roster. You got niggas that's from other cities that, you know, like that congregate out there, so they might as well be from there, like the Durocs, you feel me? Hey, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot.
What about Paris, which is like southeast of here, right?
Yeah, Paris right here to the left. Really with them shit. Gnaw Gang, which is from out in San Bernardino County, they got a little branch out there. That's why we beef with them now. You know what I'm saying? And Paris Lokes, and then shit, whatever them other neighborhood Paris niggas is doing. You feel me? Which is still to be determined.
Oh, what was it like the first time you stepped in the walls of the Juvenile Hall?
My friends was in there. My friends was in here. I'm like, what the f? I didn't even know you was in jail. They like, oh, you in here too? I'm like, I'm in here too. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was smooth. Even in jail, like jail is not even like jail, like when all your friends is there. When you know so many people, it's just like we kicking it. We in there beating shit up. Anything come through there, they looking, they cutting their throat. You feel me? I'm not going in there. We whooping shit.
The juvenile system is based on Riverside County?
This is Riverside County, so you gonna either go to the Riverside Juvenile Hall on Harrison. You finna go to the one in Indio or the one in Marietta.
And do they send people to YA from Riverside County?
Yeah, they do, but I never touch YA though. That's like the only, you know, that I didn't touch in the feds.
What about camp? Do they do camp?
Yeah, they do, but I ain't been. Okay. They do placements, they do all that shit.
So what did your mom think when you first had to go to Juvenile Hall?
She was sad, you know what I'm saying? But like I had to turn myself in, and she like, you really finna turn yourself in? Like, we could leave. I'm like, Mom, like, I'm just gonna go do this shit. I don't want this shit. She questioned me, but then she knew like I was taking care of the shit that I had to take care of.
She wanted you to go on the run?
She didn't want me to go to jail. Yeah. She didn't want me to go on the run, but at the same time, I'm like, Mama, fuck it, I'm just gonna go. She like, you gonna what? I'm like, I'm finna go, like, what the f?
Did she ever have a talk with you about trying to not get in trouble anymore?
Yeah, it didn't work. Like, I used to get my ass whooped per day I got suspended from school. If I got suspended from school for 5 days, I got 5 ass whoopings.
From your mom?
Hell yeah.
Well, at what age did she stop giving you those, though? They don't work after a certain age.
Yeah, probably like 13, 14, when a nigga not crying no more, a nigga just sitting there just getting whooped, and it's like, what are you doing? And it's like, I don't know at this point what I'm doing. It's not working. Yeah.
Did she try to take you to church?
I grew up in the church.
Oh, wow.
I grew up in church. I was bad at church, oh God. Yeah. I'm in there slapping grown ladies on the ass. Well, not grown ladies, but like older, like teenagers and shit.
Oh yeah, once you start getting attracted to girls in the church, huh?
Man, they used to be in there clapping cheeks, clapping hands, clapping tight ass clothes and shit, man. Like I grew up, you feel me, just.
Did the pastor ever try to talk to you?
Hell yeah, they used to make me sit next to the pastor because I was so bad at church. That shit bad. That's why everybody, like, I still be in contact with people like from the church that I like grew up in. They be like, damn, like we knew you was gonna be bad, but we didn't know you was gonna be like this. You know what I'm saying? They thought I was gonna be a pastor when I was little. You know, they think all the little black boys gonna be a pastor or a ball player. and I end up being a famous gangbanger.
You know what's crazy? It's like 90% of the time, I'm a big supporter of church and I believe in God, but it seems like 90% of the time, church don't work.
Shit. Church was forced on me, so I feel like it made me not want to go. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as I was old enough to not go to church and I could stay at the house on my own, I'm staying at the house on my own.
So you never developed like an interest in the scriptures and what it had to say?
Hell yeah, and I still do believe that the Bible is real. Because how is something that they said when I was a kid happening in my face now? But this motherfucker wrote this book so long ago, I can't tell you what's gonna happen 20, 30 years down the line. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I do believe, but at the end of the day, shit.
Hey, was there some other young boys from the church that followed you, or you followed, both of y'all went into the streets?
Hell yeah, some of them from other different hoods, you know, some of them cool, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, some of them, if I seen them, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, but some of them, if I seen them, none of that shit matter, because that shit was so long ago, a nigga get cracking.